Let's welcome in our headliner, Dubravko Lakos. He is that firm's head of U.S. equity strategy. Dubravko, welcome back. It's nice to see you today.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Your colleague, Marko Kolanovic, really got us rolling earlier in the week where he said the next leg higher for the rally is likely upon us now. He talked about 4,400. I'm assuming that that's a team call. You and Marko working in concert to come up with a thesis on where you think the markets can go. Are you as bullish as he is?
Yes, I'm definitely on the positive camp. About a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, I did talk a little bit about a potential consolidation, and that was really surrounding potential fear around very, very hot NFP prints and maybe a little bit higher taper risk. But since then, my conviction, if anything, has moved higher. And I think, I heard it earlier in the show talk about, I think from Steve on Goldilocks, basically a situation where growth remains above par. And I think the inflation outlook still remains elevated, but manageable. And I think that bodes very well for risky assets and certainly for equities. And so on a margin, I'm more positive. And I do agree that this summer, I think the market continues to break out.
Wow. I mean, because, right, growth good, rates low. And as Steve Leisman also laid out with us the other day from his new reporting about the extraordinary measures that the Fed was going to go to make sure the market was clear on where it stands and that a taper's not going to happen for a while. And even when it does, it's going to be incremental. And tapering isn't hiking, yada, 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 yada. But you get the picture. It does lay out a scenario where you can make a Goldilocks case, can you not?
Yes, absolutely. And I think, the cyclical side, look, the cyclical side, obviously some areas of cyclicals are more advanced. Some areas are still lagging. So I think one needs to sort of become a little bit more nuanced and differentiated than, say, 6 months ago when all cyclicals were firing on all cylinders. But I think what's interesting is on the value side, I would start to also add some pockets of growth that, to me are looking garpy. And so when you start to get a little bit broader market participation, I think that is a very powerful combination to lift the market higher.